evening, everyone. Welcome back to Twin States News. I'm Nicole Menner. It was a historic day for the Mississippi State men's track and field team as they took part in the NCAA East preliminaries. 6 Bulldogs are headed to Oregon after the day. Carson Kowalchuk was the first to punch his tickets to nationals with a personal best 10.21 seconds to finish 11th in the 100-meter quarterfinals. He took second in his heat of 200 meters to automatically advance. Roderick Spears opened the day with a 7th place finish in hurdles, while Marco Arop broke his record in the 800-meter, moving into 2nd place in school history. Dejan Devereaux joined him on the way to Oregon with an 8th place finish. The two are the first Bulldogs to make the 800-meter semifinals since 2008. The NCAA championships will take place in Eugene in 2 weeks. The New Orleans Saints are gearing up for football season with OTAs beginning earlier this week. The Saints are preparing to defend their NFC South title from the 2017 season, and that all starts with the work put in during the offseason.
Just finished telling the players that the most important thing this time of the year is quickly getting the players up to speed with the terminology and what to do. Our jobs as coaches is to bridge that gap quickly with the players that are new, carry it over into training camp, and begin that install process again.
You look around and you just, I really love our team. I love the type of guys we have. I love walking in the locker room every day, being around this group. Thought we've had a good off season thus far. I feel like it's been productive. I feel like we got some talented receivers that we brought in as well to kind of add to the mix of guys that we already had. This is an exciting time as you watch your team kind of build, see the draft picks come in, and modifications or evolution to your defense, to your offense. You continue to evolve and try to stay ahead of the curve, and you got the things that you're working on. All that stuff gets you excited to come to work every day.
Coming off All-Star Weekend, the NASCAR Cup Series is still in Charlotte. On Sunday, it's the big one, the Coca-Cola 600. It's a marathon of a race that drivers say is tough to prepare for and hasn't gotten any easier throughout the years.
I can't say it's gotten any easier through my career here. And we might finish a little earlier, a little quicker on some years due to speed, but G-forces are higher, so I just think it all kind of levels out.
I feel like we should have a decent shot at it. Today's kind of a interesting day. Usually, for 600 week, you don't want to put a bunch of miles on your motor in practice, so everyone kind of stays in qualifying trim here for today. So you don't really know what you got for race trim, and it's just focused on trying to make as fastest lap as you can.
Kyle Busch captured the pole position, and the green flag dropped Sunday at 5 o'clock. Time for your daily dose of NBA playoffs. Rockets and Warriors back in Houston last night with the series tied at 2 games apiece. And finally, we're getting some close basketball games. At halftime, it was knotted up at 45. JT and JJ Watt out there enjoying it and enjoying Chris Paul absolutely dominating, taking some threes that didn't look like they should have been going in, but they were. He finished with 20 points on the night. Time winding down, Rockets up just 1. Harden dishes it to Eric Gordon. He had 24 points off the bench. And the last chance for the Warriors, but they would lose the ball on their 17th turnover of the game. So the Rockets outlast Golden State with a 98-94 win and take the 3-2 series lead. But the high from that win would dwindle today because the Rockets announced that Chris Paul will miss out on Saturday's Game 6 due to a hamstring injury. Paul suffered the right hammy strain late in the win last night and will be reevaluated once the Rockets return to Houston. So a big loss for Houston tomorrow night. Looking like it's going to go to 7 games. Yeah. Game 7 in Houston. Hopefully Chris Paul will be back in that one. You hate to see a player like
you
that.
do, especially at this point in, the competition.
No matter which team you're rooting for.
I'm rooting for Golden State in that.
You are?
Yes.
I'm not.
I want to see Rockets Celtics.
That's the same matchup I want.
Anybody but Harden.
Now,
James
if it's
Harden.
Rockets Celtics and you have Kyrie out and you have Chris Paul out, maybe that would be an even matchup.
Better matchup, yeah.
Could be interesting. We'll see.
I'm with her, Mom.
We'll be back right after this.